Hello and welcome to episode 54 of Life in General. My name is Nick.
And I am Ian.
Why do you gotta say it like that?
Why'd you have to say it like that?
Because you're such a Debbie Downer when we start a show.
Hi, I'm Mandy.
Mandy's here with us to cheer everything up. Make us behave.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah. She's the light that we need in the show.
The light in the darkness that is Life in General?
Indeed.
So, as always, you can email us any questions or comments to contact@lifeingeneralpodcast.com. Mandy, do you know what our Twitter handle is?
Hashtag LIG pod. No.
Yeah, actually, it's at LIG Pod.
No,
What it is.
I did.
Good
So,
job.
but it's not hashtag, it's an at.
Well,
Close. You were close.
You're close
You were
enough.
closer than I was
Isn't
for like
that what it
45
is?
I was
shows.
asking Ian that for
45 shows.
pretty much 45 shows, and you can never get it.
I thought it was hashtag at Twitter.
No, it's at LIG Pod. Hashtag is when you you can tag things
separate,
and
yeah.
So follow us on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play Music, TuneIn. We're on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all that stuff. And always you can check us out on our website, which is lifeingeneralpodcast.com.
Mm-hmm. I knew that.
That's why I didn't ask you, because the last 3 or 4 episodes you've actually gotten it correct. So I stopped asking you. It's no fun anymore picking on you, Ian.
Because you can't pick on me.
I know. You've taken all the enjoyment out of my life.
Oh, I'm sure I can find something else for you to pick on.
So we were having a very interesting conversation about gummy lifesavers. Would you guys like to continue with that, or?
No, I think we're done. We covered all the bases on our gummy. Mandy was recommending I get the sweet tart gummies, and I'm not a big sour
Not
person.
gummies, they're just sweet tart chewies.
Oh, okay.
See, I wasn't a big fan of those because those are like the hard ones. They're almost like what's that? Like, is it like a Spree kind of, or?
Yes.
But it's like a
they're
chewy.
smaller.
Oh, like Mentos?
No, smaller.
No.
Tiny, tiny.
Oh, no.
Carrie Haney would know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm thinking of like the disc ones, like the bigger, flatter ones.
No, these are super tiny.
Tiny
Oh,
ones.
they're
And what are
so
those?
Good. They're sweet tarts. They're just sweet tart chewies.
Oh, that's right. They're the tiny little
Yes,
like balls.
Like
They're-
little ball.
Yes.
Minis.
I haven't seen
Yes,
them.
they're actually really good.
I'm chowing down on some Lifesaver gummies right now.
And I've got just like regular lifesavers, so I suck.
I got those in my bag too.
Oh.
Mint ones. And the butter rum are my favorite of the hard candies.
But really?
Oh, I love those things.
I love butter rum.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
They're
Those
so
are always the
good.
ones I threw away. So every year for Christmas, I'd get like the what's the lifesaver book? You know, you open
Oh,
up
yeah.
the book and it's got little rolls of lifesavers. I always threw them damn things out.
The butter rum
the
ones?
butter rum
Because you
ones.
didn't live with your grandparents. We did.
Well, I didn't live, but I spent a lot of time with my grandparents.
Yes.
Okay.
So our grandparents
So it's an old people thing.
always, yes, Werther's, butter rum,
Oh, yeah.
like every, yeah.
Yeah. Those, they're like around Christmas time.
Butterscotch.
They're like peppermint, but they're really chewy, like almost creamy chewy, and they're like, I don't know, about the size of a $50, kind of thick. And they got a little Christmas tree in the middle.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
My grandmother.
I don't
always had
remember those.
They're just like just chewy.
I thought we were just doing
peppermint.
butterscotch things here. No.
Well, I was just saying because you brought up grandma stuff. And
See, I love butterscotch.
Werther's, oh yeah, there's always Werther's. Around. Butterscotch and butter rum are very similar, but they're different. Obviously.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
One's got more of like a buttery flavor to it. I have no clue.
Stop. They're both butterscotch flavor.
I like butter rum. So,
How about just rum?
I'm not a big
I
fan
love
of
rum.
Yeah.
I don't like rum that much.
I love whiskey.
I like whiskey.
What was it that we used to drink at your dad's house, Mandy? Remember, like,
Captain
so,
Morgan.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
So every Wednesday, between me, her, and our dad, we just kill like a bottle.
Of Captain Morgan's?
Yeah, every Wednesday. It was our thing for a while.
Yeah, I'm not a big rum person.
I don't.
I don't even much care for rum and cokes. I like I'll do like a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, I do Jack and Coke. Yeah,
But I'm not a big fan of rum at all. But I like butter rum
I
candies.
think it was rum.
I mean, I don't drink very often when
Captain
I'm out
Morgan's
someplace,
strong.
but yeah, if I'm going to drink something other than beer, it's normally a Jack and Coke.
Right.
I don't know. Well, I mean, we do have a topic
We
for
do.
this show,
Yeah, we're not just going to talk about candies and alcohol.
which would be a really interesting show, I think. But
Sure. If we were imbibing a lot of alcohol while eating candy.
well, I do have some alcohol and some beer, but
Yeah, I'm swigging on some coffee and Pepsi right now. So
yeah, I guess that's close enough.
not mixed together, for the record.
So, I mean, I grew up a big sports fan, and I was drawn to sports movies from an early age, and especially baseball movies kind of always stood out to me. And I don't know how you. I mean, did
Well,
they to you guys? I mean,
I'm not a huge sports fan, but I used to love playing baseball.
especially like when I was young with like Sandlot and things like that.
and see, even Sandlot, I think was more. We were in our teens. Was that like
No.
95?
Sandlot was 93.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was
I was
1993.
15 then. I love that movie though.
Those are my favorite.
For me-
Baseball movies are my favorite
Yeah,
movies.
for me it was like League of Their Own, and The
Which is a
Babe,
great movie. Yeah,
and, you
the
know.
Babe. Did you ever see the Babe, Mandy, with
You would.
John Goodman? Yeah.
See, for me, I'm like I said, I'm not a sports fan, but every day I was always playing baseball with my friends in the yard, and I played t-ball and all that fun stuff. And there was always the Tigers on in the house. It was
Yeah.
always on if they were playing a game that was on TV. So
That was my grandparents' favorite thing.
Yeah,
we
so-
always watched and listened to every Tigers game.
80s in the summer in the 80s was Tigers and outside playing baseball,
Yeah,
No,
we
and those
played
when
in
the Tigers
backyard.
were good too, so
Yeah.
it made it even better.
relatively speaking.
Well, they
I don't
won the
know
world.
if they were when I
They won the
was
World
watching.
Series in
In 84.
84, and
Yeah,
they
I
made
was 3.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, they had a really good team in '87 also.
Did they?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
6,
that's
so
and that would have been even like the peak for my summertime Tigers playing baseball.
But you know the thing that I liked about the Babe was because there's been a lot of movies made about
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth, and it was really the first movie that I remember watching where it wasn't just the happy, sunny, good times Babe
fluffiness
Ruth.
of it,
Yeah, it was the darker side of him also, which I think made for a better movie.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Babe, which was the pig movie, right?
Well, that was just Babe.
Okay,
It's not the Babe. It's just
Gotcha.
Babe. Yeah.
didn't they come out relatively
No,
same time frame?
I think the pig one came out.
No, that was like 96,
96, 97.
97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay.
So, yeah, so not
Well-
to be confused.
And you know, '80s, you also had Major League.
Oh yeah,
Major League
I
2.
forgot about those. Yeah,
Those are great movies.
absolutely as spoofy as they are.
Yeah, and the first one was I think the best one of them. I think they made 2 or 3
they
sequels.
made two with the original cast. Charlie Sheen. Charlie
I think
Sheen
I
and
think
Wesley
the
Snipes.
I think they were on the third one.
Third
too.
one was Back to the Miners, and they had Scott Bakula in it. I think, or somebody
Was
like
it?
him, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I could
My
be thinking.
stepdad took me to watch those.
I want to
Did
say
he?
I never had heard of those until Greg took me.
Huh. They were always on HBO. It was one of those, that and Hot Shots Part 2, or Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part
Yeah.
2 were always on HBO.
Um,
So they were always available to watch.
Another one I saw early on when I was young was 8 Men Out, which came out in '88, which is the story of the 1919 White Sox, who obviously, if you don't know, they threw the World Series to the Cincinnati Reds, I believe.
Well, yeah, and they were all banned.
And Shoeless, and that was the
As
thing.
I said, I was bringing up Shoeless Joe because he was
Shoeless
illiterate.
Joe, yeah,
he didn't know what he was signing.
He well, I don't know how much of the story of the movie was real life or
right.
not.
As I
But
say, the movie implies that he got screwed because he didn't really know what he was getting into.
if you look at his statistics,
he wasn't throwing the
he
game.
it doesn't appear that he was throwing the game
Right.
because he had a hell of a series. But to this day, he's still banned for life. Even though there was a push a couple of years ago to get him reinstated so he could make it into the Baseball Hall of Fame. But
Yeah, I
don't-
mean, it's
I don't
at
think
this
they
point. I mean,
really
it's
considered it.
it's not going to it's not going to make any difference at this point. It's not like he'll know.
No, but
just to jump in, I was
Yeah.
right. Scott Bakula, Major League Back to the Minors was the third one. Came out in 1998.
Really,
Yeah, I didn't
I
actually
don't
even
think
see that one.
I don't know if I ever saw that one or not.
Yeah. So, because Scott Bakula was doing a lot of those. He did the Unnecessary Roughness sequel too. It was like
I don't think I ever saw that.
like training camp or something.
Unnecessary Roughness is a good movie though for
I
a
don't-
football movie.
I don't like football movies.
Was there a remake of 8 Men Out? No?
No,
No, but obviously Shoeless Joe shows up in Field of Dreams as a ghost or a specter
Yeah.
or whatever. He's the one who's telling him to build it, and they will come.
Mm-hmm. But what about Bad News Bears?
Yeah,
I mean, now did you guys see the remake of it? I thought the remake of it was really good.
I have
also,
not seen the remake.
I thought it was really good. The original,
Is
of
that
course,
with,
is a classic.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original is a classic.
Classic.
Even
Walter
the first,
Matthau
even the
and,
first, even the second one, I think was really good. After that, there was
when
the
they
third
started
and
going
the
like
fourth
China
one.
and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, because the kids were all changing. It was like the National
Yeah.
Lampoon Vacation.
They're all in their like 30s.
Right. All the kids are the same kids, but they look different.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. What are some other ones you guys think of?
League of Their Own.
Did I not
You didn't mention that
We
one.
haven't gone there yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think, I don't know, I go back and forth. For me, League of Their Own and Sandlot are probably vying for number one for my
Those are
favorite,
two.
Yeah.
favorite baseball movies.
Those are my two
Because
favorites.
there's so much heart in both. of them,
I'd agree with you.
you know. Sandlot, I mean, I don't know. As an
That was
older
just
person,
a cute classic.
It's just a
for
cute
us.
classic,
For
yeah.
us, yeah.
but it's all baseball. I mean, the whole thing is their whole connection is the baseball thing.
And The Sandlot has some of the best lines.
yeah, well, who can beat? There's no crying in baseball.
Well, I know, but you're killing me, Smalls.
I know.
I say it like every day to somebody.
With a League of Their Own, it's not
The Colossus of Clout.
Yeah.
right. The Colossus of Clout. To repeat,
Right.
a League of Their Own it's I don't know, because it has that real world connection, because it is.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, the characters are fictional, but the story is true.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. What happened to the league and stuff? It
Right.
is.
Yeah. And now, it's there's not a lot of movies that choke me up, but the scene where Betty Spaghetti gets her letter, I bawl like a little baby every
Oh, yeah.
fucking time.
Yep.
Every time. I'm like, waterworks. Every time.
He's like E.T. crying.
No, this is worse than E.T. crying. I know it's coming, and I can feel it. Like, you get that choked up feeling. You can feel
Yeah.
it. It's coming, and then it's just every time.
But kind of on a side note, though, you said you don't like football movies, but there's some really good football movies too.
Yeah,
Rudy, I mean, Rudy's a really good
love
football
Rudy.
movie. I love Rudy.
I just
Who
don't.
doesn't love Sean Astin?
And for some reason, Last Boy Scouts actually considered a football movie, even though
That would be the only. That'd
know
be
that one.
that is like the equivalent. Last Boy Scout to football is like Die Hard to Christmas for me.
okay.
So-
but what about like Friday Night Lights? Is a
No.
really good movie.
I don't.
Varsity Blues. That's a
No.
really good
I love
movie.
all those.
Those are really good movies.
I love all.
I'm not gonna.
School Ties.
Is that a football movie?
Uh huh.
I thought that was more about like anti-Semitism.
No, but they play on a football team together. I mean, it's
I guess, but I don't know. I've seen that. I haven't seen a lot of those. I just don't have the connection to football that I do with baseball.
I don't know, but I'm just saying though, there are some other sports that have really good movies also.
Perhaps, but baseball is what we're talking about. In
The Blind Side. That's a really good football movie.
I love Bull Durham.
Well, that's
baseball.
a baseball movie.
I
But
know. I thought we were going back there.
Yeah, we should be. Thank you, Mandy.
you weren't a big fan of Bull Durham, though, were you?
No, it was not one of my favorites.
But they got in love later.
I know.
Side story.
I think I'd have to sit down and watch it again. To be honest with you, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Mm-hmm. Like over 20 years.
The
Really?
other movie, the guy with the blue eyes.
I
Not
don't know who you're talking
not
about.
Ray Liotta. The other one.
Billy Pepper.
Yes.
That's 61.
We already talked about that.
Well, we mentioned it a little bit.
No, and actually, that's a baseball movie a lot of people probably haven't seen.
Right. It was made for
Because
HBO,
it's made for HBO.
but directed by Billy Crystal.
Yep.
And filmed.
That
even
was
though it's-
amazing.
Isn't it? Mm-hmm. And it was filmed at the old Tiger Stadium right
Yep.
before they tore it down.
It was.
That was a really good movie.
It was. It was a really good movie.
There was a lot of substance and story and
My favorite part is when Babe Ruth's widow is just like, no, I'm not having it. The whole him breaking the record and everything.
I don't
She was
remember. I don't
really
remember that
fighting
part of it.
me either.
I haven't seen 61 in a long time.
But that's a great movie. I mean, that's a movie I think you don't even have to be a huge baseball fan to watch that movie and just appreciate what it is it's doing.
I don't know. I think a younger generation, like our kids, Mandy, I don't think they could watch 61 and really get anything from it.
Probably not.
Because there's no historical significance to it. Historical significance.
There is if you like baseball or baseball movies.
I don't think our kids have ties to baseball like we did.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
It's
our
too
grandparents
too much football now.
not even that. I just feel like our grandparents like thrived. At least mine did, and I know yours did. Like that's what we did. Like every weekend we watched and listened to
Baseball.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Ernie Howell. Like that was what you did. You listened to Tigers. We went to Tiger Stadium like and I don't think they have that connection now like they did before. Like we were not allowed to talk when there was baseball on. Like
Right. Well, that's like when I was a
football
kid.
didn't matter, but baseball did. But I
Yeah,
think
and it's
it was
kind of
some-
flip flop now. You know, like when we were growing up, baseball there was still that glory to it.
It was
there was
Americana.
it was
Yes.
America's pastime. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's flipped with football now. Football is now the dominant sport in America, where baseball was for 70, 80 years.
Maybe I just I don't see that connection with our kids, but maybe it's just our kids. Like
Right. Well, I think
our kids are more connected with soccer now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of soccer, there's one really good soccer movie. It's called Kicking and Screaming, and I hate to say it because it's a Will Ferrell movie,
not.
but it's bad.
Bend it
it's-
like Beckham.
Actually, Bend It Like Beckham's a
It was
pretty
a really good
Hey,
movie.
hold on. Speaking of speaking
What's
of
the
soccer movie,
Rodney.
Ladybugs.
Ladybugs.
I was just going to say that.
Actually, Ladybugs is pretty good too.
That was a
I
good one.
love Ladybugs. That was great.
Kicking and Screaming is really good. I
Devin,
don't-
Is it? I've never seen
Devin, the boy that played the girl, Devin. He was the
no,
same.
it was Jonathan Brandis.
Was it?
Oh, the kid.
Yeah.
I thought his name was Devin something. He was the kid that was in
Idle Hands?
Casper.
I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure it was Jonathan Brandis.
Oh, darn.
Oh, I didn't know that. Another really good soccer movie is called United. It's about the 1958 Munich air disaster that
Oh, yeah.
killed most of the Manchester United team,
Yeah,
or
Jonathan
like
Brandis.
half of the team.
Was it? Darn it.
He's dead now.
Oh,
Is he really?
Yeah, he committed suicide in 2002
didn't know that.
Wow.
after auditioning for Star Wars. I'm not saying it's connected, but he auditioned for Anakin Skywalker.
He probably would have been.
A better
Better.
Anakin Skywalker.
Probably would have been. Yeah.
Definitely.
Boxing movies are really good too.
Well,
I do.
Rocky, Ali,
I like
Cinderella
the new
Man,
ones. I don't
Hurricane.
like the old ones.
I guess if they're realistic or based in fact, I like them.
Those are probably the better ones. Yeah, like the Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hurricane.
Well, yeah, because it's a true story, and
And so is Cinderella Man.
we're still Cinderella Man, and well, Raging Bull is loosely based on
Yeah.
fate.
I did
I wasn't a
like.
bit. I really didn't like Raging Bull though. I think it was a really good movie, but
You have a thing against Scorsese,
I do.
especially his early. Movies.
I do. Didn't he do a Dog Day Summer also, or Dog Day? Was
Dog
it
Day
Dog Day
Afternoon?
Afternoon? That was a terrible
Um,
movie.
Really, yeah, it's
I
not
hated it.
And I know you hate
It's-
takes Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver.
You know,
that was
Taxi
bad.
Driver is the most overrated movie in the history of movies.
I was so scarred after you made me watch that. Like that was the most horrible movie I've ever
I
seen.
was
That
like,
was
I-
with what's her name as a child,
Yes.
right? Yes,
Uh-huh.
that was horrible.
I was like, I can't believe I actually
Horrible.
spent money on this movie.
Horrible.
It was like Napoleon Dynamite bad.
Yes, I agree.
It's
Which a lot of people will disagree with
I
us
know,
because.
but between it's
I know.
Mandy and I think that Napoleon.
I don't think
Dynamite's the
Napoleon
worst movie ever
Dynamite's
made.
in the FI 100, whereas Taxi Driver is.
Yeah, and that's why I say Taxi Driver is the most overrated movie.
So the boxing movie I liked was
Which one? Who was in it?
She's asking. Yeah.
Ali.
his son.
Creed?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, Creed. Yeah,
That was
I
my
said the Rocky
favorite.
movies. I can
It counts.
I don't know. I didn't like those, but I liked him.
Creed is awesome. Creed 2 is just as good.
I don't know if I don't think I ever saw that one. Did I?
No,
No,
that was
it
the one
came
that.
out. We just
the one
saw
that-
it.
yeah.
Nick
Ian,
Cannon.
Ian and I just went and saw that.
No, I loved Creed.
Yeah,
But
Creed.
I did
Creed's
not
really good.
like Rocky movies when I was growing up at all.
No?
Well, to be honest with
But
you,
it wasn't a
I-
big thing in my family. Like
Yeah.
my family is not a fighter family. We're not a sports family. We were a baseball
Well,
family.
neither was mine. I wasn't, but I guess growing up as a young boy in the '80s, it had Sylvester Stallone in it, and he was Rambo, so it's all
Yeah.
No.
it's all the same. So
That was another big no-no.
no Rambo.
No.
What about? I bet I know what Mandy's favorite MMA movie is.
None of them.
Boom.
Oh, I love Boom. Here comes the Boom.
Here comes the
Yeah,
Boom,
that's
yeah.
what it is. Here comes
Because
the
it
Boom.
has Kevin James in
Actually,
it.
you know what?
Give me a
Considering
break.
I can't stand Kevin James, that movie's actually pretty good. I don't like Kevin James.
I think Mandy just had a heart attack.
I'm sorry.
Mandy is dead on the floor.
Kevin James is a fat man who falls down, and he's an arrogant prick about it. And he gets paid way too much to do it. Nobody likes him in real life, except Adam Sandler.
I have heard that. I have heard he's a bitch to
and
work
his
with.
entire shtick is, I'm a dumb guy, and I'm fat and I fall down. And he always in the movies he always gets the hot chick, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
He does. He
Fat
did in
guy-
real life too.
It does.
Did it?
In
Well, he's
real life,
rich.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but I've heard he's really difficult to deal with. And
He's
stuff.
a dick in real life. That's what everyone says. And his entire shtick is, like I said, he's the dumb guy in the relation. He's king of queens. He was just the dumb husband. Kevin can wait. He's just the dumb guy. And in all of his movies, he's just the fat guy who falls down all the time.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm sorry, Mandy.
I didn't know.
What about Karate
You
Kid?
can still-
Karate Kid's a good sports movie.
Yeah, it's hard to see it as a sports movie, but
It
you're
is, I
right.
mean-
It is. Speaking of which, Cobra Kai is awesome. Season 2 is coming out.
I still haven't seen season 1.
Season 1 is fantastic. Season 2 is starting up here soon. I think February or March.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Did you like Karate Kid, Mandy?
I like the one with Jaden.
Oh God, that's terrible, Mandy. Now
That
I'm
was-
gonna cry.
I watched it in the gym.
Now
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
new one was-
cry.
the new
No,
one
I
was
did.
bad.
I did like the old ones, but the new one was
And I
good
didn't,
too.
I didn't like the one with the girl either.
Okay, now let me put it. Maybe you'll want to watch it then. Cobra Kai is to Karate Kid what Creed is to Rocky, for sure.
Yeah. From what
He's
I've
like
seen
the
of it.
son of the kid of the.
Well, imagine them all grown up, and yes, it's a new generation, and they're
maybe.
Daniel LaRusso and Johnny from the first movie are
Yeah.
grown up. It's about them trying to. Well, I don't want to give too much away. You got to watch it. It is fantastic.
I have season 1.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Just haven't watched it.
It is awesome.
I still can't believe you brought up Ladybugs.
I know. It's good though. I like Ladybugs.
Did we go back to baseball? Did we mention Cobb?
Nope.
Mandy, have you ever seen Cobb? That was really good.
Tommy Lee Jones is
Yeah.
Ty Cobb.
Yep.
Yep. And then that's one of those situations where it's like perfect casting. Kind of.
Why you say
I
that?
don't know. Just something about Tommy Lee Jones oozes that Ty Cobb.
Yeah, Ty Cobb was kind of an ass.
Yeah, and he's got gruff and
Yeah.
definitely good casting there.
I remember Ty Cobb went up in the stands during a game and beat up some guy that had one arm.
Wasn't he also in one of the other movies we watched?
Who?
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, Cobb. Ty Cobb, wasn't he part of like 62, 41, 42, 61?
No.
I thought he
no.
was. Amen. He was. No?
He wasn't. His character wasn't in Field of Dreams, I don't think, either, was he?
No, because it was just
think
that
so.
1919 White Sox. That's what the all Field of Dreams was all about.
Was it?
Pretty much. At least I thought so.
Huh.
I could be wrong. It's been ages.
It
since I've
has a
seen
long
that.
time since I've seen the movie. I don't remember. Yeah, because I remember Shoeless Joe was in it, but I don't remember who else.
I thought it was all the 1919 White Sox, but I could be wrong.
It was older players, I know that.
Yeah. Maybe Babe Ruth was there too. I don't remember now that you mention it.
But, yeah. 42, man, you mentioned 42. That's a really good one. But the Jackie Robinson movie, that's really good.
That's in my top 5, or at least my top 10, because I guess I can easily run out of top 5s. But
And it's a whole movie about the Black Panther playing baseball.
yeah, because that was what they were going for. Like, what happens when the Black Panther tries to play baseball?
Well, he wasn't the Black Panther yet, but he had like a whole string of movies like that, though.
I know where he played historical characters.
Yeah, because he was in The Express too, wasn't he? That
I
was
think so. Yeah.
Which that's a really good. That's a really good football movie.
Well, and he played Jackie Robinson. If he was in the Express, I didn't see it, but then he was
Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah.
And then he was Black Panther, and 42 as Jackie Robinson, and Black Panther. I think is so far his top notch.
Probably. Well, he was pretty good. I thought he was pretty good in what was the name of the Thurgood Marshall movie?
Marshall.
Was it Marshall?
Yeah, I had a problem with the movie itself.
Yeah, I
You
thought
did too, because
yeah,
it
I
wasn't
did.
historically accurate.
No. But he was good in it. What's some other good ones? I think
know.
we kind of mentioned Moneyball with Brad Pitt. I don't know
I
if you-
haven't seen it. I guess it's for me. That's because it's like the money side of baseball. It's not the heart and soul of what baseball is to me.
No, but it's really. I think it's kind of a good movie for where baseball is now.
Right.
This is one I have not seen.
You haven't
either.
seen that one yet.
You haven't seen Moneyball? Yeah, that's good. What about on the more like girly side of it? For the Love of the Game and Trouble with the Curve, I thought were two. Both of them were really good baseball movies, but they're like
For the love of the game.
kind of. Yeah, they're kind of.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, Kevin Costner.
Here's one from Andy. Summer Catch.
Is that with
Freddie
Prinze Jr.?
You didn't like that one? I don't.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. It's one of those romantic ones. Bench warmers.
I don't think I've seen it. I've seen-
Benchwarmers with Rob Schneider. It's actually really good. You need
Is
to watch
it?
it. Yeah.
You mean Rob Schneider actually made
He
a
made
good
a
movie?
good movie, yeah. It's a good movie. David Spade and John Heder, Napoleon Dynamite guy.
Wow,
But it's still a good movie.
great.
Trust me, you'll like Benchwarmers.
Trouble with the Curve had Justin Timberlake in it.
Yeah.
Yes,
You didn't see that?
Yes, it did. It was actually a really good
I
movie.
don't think I
Him and
did.
Amy Adams,
Amy Adams, yeah.
Yeah.
and Clint
I've only
Eastwood.
seen
Eastwood.
bits and pieces of it.
It was
I
good. It
actually
was a good
don't
movie.
know.
I think we have it
John
actually.
Goodman. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
didn't even. Matthew Lillard.
Is he in it too?
Lillard. You remember that?
What?
No, he's
Live her
like
alone.
Live her alone. Live her alone.
That scream.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, I prefer her from Hackers. I feel like
That
God.
was later,
Yeah.
right?
No, Hackers came first.
Really? I don't know that.
Hackers was a good movie.
Yeah, he played serial killer. In that.
Yeah, I liked it.
He's
Yeah,
Even though
creepy.
apparently a lot of people hated that movie.
I don't
Well,
care.
maybe
Never seen it.
Hackers. I don't know. Ian and I swear.
We said watch it like 5 times in a row.
one day. Yeah,
Just to make sure you understood what was going on, or
Just because it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a
and
good
we
movie.
enjoy watching it.
yeah.
And I'll defend that movie. I don't care how far-fetched or whatever it is. I like
Whatever.
it.
There's a lot of Farfest. Tron is a Farfest movie, but I mean,
It's good.
yeah.
Actually, Tron Legacy's better, but have you seen Tron Legacy?
No, I haven't.
Well, you watch,
And actually, I wasn't a big fan of Tron either.
well, watch Tron Legacy because it's everything's improved.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some really good
The
hockey
Rookie.
movies too. Oh, The Rookie. That's a good one.
And Rookie of the Year, isn't that the one with the kid that breaks his arm?
oh, I liked that one. Yes.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year. That was. Yep, that's right.
And his arm's all like superhuman. He throws like really fast pitches.
And then something happens and it like goes back to normal in the World Series.
Yeah, I guess.
Which would be like typical life.
Right. Always at the last minute.
Oh no, except for he played for the Cubs, so it'd be real life if he played for the Tigers, because the Tigers always kind of shit the bed right at the end.
Right.
Make it to the World Series, and then your pitchers are throwing wild pitches and throwing over people's heads, and you end up losing. Yeah, I'm still scarred.
And
by
that's
that.
got what's his name from American Pie. In it.
The Pie Fucker.
No, the other one.
Oh, who was the? Oh no, was it? Oh, that's right. He was. Yeah. Okay, I remember who you're talking about now.
Fever Pitch with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore.
Oh,
I've never
yeah,
seen that one.
I remember that.
Is that any good?
I don't know.
it-
I've never seen that
I
one.
mean,
I
I've
like
I've
Jim,
seen it,
Drew
but-
Barrymore, and I don't like Jimmy Fallon.
I
but
love Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy
but
Fallon
I've never
is
seen him as an
good.
actor.
doing what he does
On-
on,
on-
Yes.
Tonight Show. But
Tonight Show.
Yes.
He could never ever stay in character on SNL ever.
No, yeah.
He always broke character. Every skit he was in.
What other ones are you looking at there, Mandy?
The Fan, Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, that was football, wasn't it?
No,
No,
it
it's
was
all baseball.
He was like a deranged stalker.
Yeah.
I remember why. I remember I saw it, but I don't really remember anything
Oh,
about
The
it.
Natural. Was that
Yeah.
Robert?
See, I was never. I never really liked the movie with
Yeah.
Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one I never really got into.
Angels
either.
in the Outfield.
Yeah, that was.
I like that.
Yeah, that
it
was
was a
good.
kid movie,
It was a
but
kid
it was
movie.
good.
Yeah.
Didn't they do like 5 different sequels to that also?
Well, there was yeah.
That I don't remember.
Well, because they did the football versions too, Angels in the End Zone and all that.
Did they?
I think so.
Mr. 3000.
That
was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Isn't that with the Bernie, the guy that died?
Bernie Mac.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Wait, is it?
Yeah,
think
Bernie
so.
Mac. Yep.
Why are you trying to hide from the microphone there, Mandy?
Done chewing.
I've been chomping down on these lifesavers. Nobody cares. They listen to me breathe all the time.
It's actually gotten a lot better. In the first couple of episodes, Ian was a big mouth breather in the microphone.
I still am because I have terrible sinuses, so I can't breathe.
You've
through
gotten
those.
better at like breathing like away from the microphone though, not like into it.
Yeah, I don't know. My the last episode we did, I heard a lot of breathing.
Did you?
Yeah,
You're heavy. You're panting the whole movie.
I must have
episode?
been. I must have been struggling. So, I don't know. I think just baseball in general for me, it's like Mandy says, it's not the same anymore. But when we were growing up, it was America's sport.
Yeah.
And, for whatever reason, it's not anymore. But those movies, and that's probably why I like the movies, because like I said, I'm not a sports fan at all.
A lot of them are classic movies.
And classic movies, but they hold that. I can go back and watch those and kind of feel what I used to feel for baseball back in, when I was a kid. Because like I said, every day we were always playing baseball in my backyard.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, it was wiffle ball because we couldn't break any windows and I lived in the city. But
Well, and there was me and my sister, so it was always dead man on base, dead
Right.
man on second base, dead man on third base.
we call him
Ghost Man.
They said
Oh.
Ghost Runner.
Ghost Man was by
Yeah, Ghost Man or Ghost Runner. So
So it was like you had a pitcher and a hitter, and then you had a dead man on first, second, third,
right.
That's funny.
or ghost man, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I always call him Ghost Man or Ghost Runner. But
Yeah.
and I mean, like I said, because my backyard was not very big, so we had a one pole that used to be for clotheslines, and the other pole's gone. I don't know, but the other one was cemented in, so it was just there. I think we hooked a swing up to it at one point, but that was home base, and then the lilac bush was
That was
first base.
home. It was running into a fucking pole.
Yeah, it was,
That's really smart.
well. It was like right there. It was we
Oh, okay.
played away from it, but yeah,
Let's play concussion ball.
right. Hey, it was the '80s. We didn't wear
That's true.
helmets. None of that.
That's true.
The lilac bush was first base. The fence, the middle fence pole was second base. The chimney on my house was third base, and then home.
See, we had enough where I felt like we stood in the back, like we had a shed, a garage, and then we had a shed out back. So then when we stood middle of the back porch, and then there was like something towards the middle of the garage, and then the middle of the shed, and then towards the middle of the fence, and then you came home.
Basically, just make some kind of a diamond shape in your yard, and
Doesn't matter how big it was.
Right.
Like I could have got there in like
I mean,
2
hell,
seconds flat.
you play in some other else. Sometimes you're just putting a frisbee down, and that's
Yeah.
the base.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I was kind of spoiled. Behind my neighborhood was a full-size baseball diamond that we used to always go out and play on.
Well,
so.
at my grandmother's house, just a block away was the elementary school I went to,
Across the street from us was the elementary
and there was a
school,
a
but
baseball field there,
Yeah.
but it wasn't very well kept.
Yeah.
So
we just preferred to play in our backyard if it was just the two of
right.
us.
Well, and when I say play, because that's my grandmother's house. It was in the same city, but it was a hike. So
Yeah.
playing with my friends by my house, and then I didn't play baseball with my friends by my grandmother's house. We
Right.
we did other things. So
I don't know. We always had a group of kids that would go out there and we'd all play baseball
play
all day
baseball.
long.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder if that diamond's still there. I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably not. It's probably like a drug den now or something.
Probably.
Yeah, the diamond is there underneath the garbage and the
Where
meth.
I grew up, yeah,
There
it's
it
probably.
is.
There's been a lot of bad things happen there lately.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. There's a lot of crime and stuff in there. It's been rough. What?
The mother and the boyfriend that just killed their baby.
Oh, that was over there?
That was in Russellville Woods. Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Really?
The old hood.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was kind of hoodie even when
I wasn't going to go
It
there,
was.
but y'all stared at me for too long, so I thought I had to.
Well,
Oh, is that
hey,
what it
nothing
was?
like bringing down a fun
Oh,
topic like baseball
we
with
could talk-
child murder.
Yeah, there you go. It wouldn't be the first time it's been discussed on here. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. It was getting kind of hoodie when you moved out of there. Though.
it was, but I don't know. It's a great place to grow up.
And that's kind of why
We
you
had a
moved
great
out of there.
basketball court where we lived growing up, all three of us.
Yeah.
That was my favorite place to be.
all three of you. What do you mean?
At the Swan Creek
Oh, yeah,
basketball court. That was my favorite place. We were always up there. Well, I only played pig and horse, but
Right.
other than that.
I was more interested in smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't think they
never
played-
even seen Ian shoot a basketball.
I don't know if you did either.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
I'm sure
He
you
probably
have.
played pig with me.
Oh yeah, shit. I used to. My dad had the house that he lived in the '80s when him and Denise first got married. There was a basketball net on the garage there. I used to play by myself. of
Yes,
course,
but
and-
I wasn't there watching.
No,
it.
but I'm just saying. It's not like
the whole thing was, hey, Ian, I've never seen you shoot a basketball before.
Yeah, I
and then
didn't
you go
even
into
know
this
you
like
then.
tangent about how growing up I did this or that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I'm just saying. I've managed a basketball in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, and we had gym class together.
Did we?
Yeah, so I'm sure you saw me with a basketball there.
That was the worst.
I don't remember.
Your
that.
ninth grade, my 10th grade, Mr.
That was a long time ago. That was like
Well,
30 years ago, Ian.
It was damn near.
Stop it.
Actually, it's
Almost.
like 20.
No, it's only been 20 for me, so it's only been like 21 for you and 22 for him.
Yeah, but then 4 years before that, so it's been 25 years.
Yeah, his first. I mean, thinking ninth grade. So
Yeah.
20 plus 4 or
It's
whatever.
Mr.
What?
No?
I don't
It
remember.
was
I don't
the-
remember who the gym teacher was. By the way, if
He was
people
the-
listening,
he was
we
the
all went to school
football.
together. So
He was the football coach guy, the kind of burly black guy, bald.
You talking about Mr. Wright?
Yeah.
Really?
He wasn't a football coach.
No, but he was our gym teacher that year.
He was a
Was
football
he?
coach.
No, he wasn't.
I swore he was too, but I don't know. I didn't play.
What did he
football.
coach?
He was the athletic director.
Okay.
For most of our high school,
That means the same thing to
no.
me and you.
no. For most time we were in high school, it was the fatter white guy with the mustache that was our football coach.
Oh.
Because
he was, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you fucking
Now we
remember.
know.
Fat guys with mustaches. We know exactly what you're talking about.
Because he was my geography teacher or something. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, he was also a teacher in the school.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about, but I had the swim teacher was my independent studies in the gym.
Yeah.
That was like where you could play ping pong and like.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
No. What the hell was
I
that?
had Miss Wilson for swimming and Mr. Wright for gym.
No, Mr. No, I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
That was a long time ago.
I don't. I like blocked that time period out of my life.
And that might be why you don't remember, because I was only in your gym class for half the year, because I did the half year swimming and
Mr.
then the half
Musso?
year.
No,
No, I don't know.
Mr. Musso. Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
not.
know.
Pretty sure he was my swimming and independent.
Oh, I don't know.
That sounds right.
We were.
But I know who you're talking about. Like, he had a black mustache.
Yes.
Mr.
That didn't start with an M, I don't think. I'd have to go back and look. But he wasn't
I
like
bet
really
Chrissy
fat.
knows.
He was just like
Chrissy, no, Muzzini. It was
He was,
something
like,
like that. It was something.
portly. I don't know how you'd say. I don't know.
I'm just wondering if the audience is lost. They're
Sorry,
going,
guys.
Yeah.
they're like, this is what it's going to be like. We're all old and like the retirement home. We're just like, remember that teacher?
That one guy with the face and the eyes. You know who I'm talking about.
Mr. Ziroka.
What?
He was my favorite.
Mr. Ziroka?
Yes.
I don't think I ever had him as a teacher.
Oh man, he was brutal.
Was he?
If you fell asleep, he would dump trash cans on your head.
Are you serious?
Oh, God.
Wow. Is he alive?
I think so. He probably one of those people that lives forever.
Yeah.
You know, you think
never dies.
You think those teachers might?
He
are
was my
so-
favorite.
You think they were so old? They're probably younger than we are now when we had them.
Right.
Probably.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
probably right.
No, you're right.
I mean,
They
a lot of
prob-
them couldn't have been in there more than in their like mid to late 30s.
Nope. But we thought they were like so old.
Yeah, so now you look back on them like, wow, they should be dead now. And they're like, I'm 55.
That was my first music teacher. She's my Facebook friend, and I'm like, I swear, like, she's only, I think she turned like, I don't even know, 50 this year, and I'm like, I'm only 38. How are you my teacher?
Yeah,
Right.
really.
That was my first year teaching. I'm like, that doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Well, if
know.
you were 12 and she was 12 years older than you.
Right,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
24.
true. And she probably was. Yeah, it was. I think she started teaching me in like 3rd or 4th grade. But
Oh, okay.
in my eyes,
Yeah.
I was like, how are you?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
are you a teacher? Like, you were a baby.
I know. Well, I mean, think about it. When you started, when you
Well, yeah, when you start teaching, you're 21,
22, yeah. And the kids you're teaching theoretically could be 10, 11, 12.
8, yeah, mm-hmm.
You know.
Depending on where you're at. All right, sorry, off topic.
No, this is fine.
No.
This is
It's a
what we do.
free-for-all. It's
It's-
a free for all, generally speaking. We come in with a topic, and if the only time we ever stay on topic is if we're really arguing,
Yeah.
Okay.
then you can't get us off topic. But if it's just a
We'll
casual
we'll
conversation,
go off topic for 20 minutes and just
Yeah.
talk about random bullshit.
Whatever works. Whatever
Yeah.
keeps the conversation flowing.
Hey, weren't you on our last episode also, or was the episode
It
before?
was the episode before, because the last episode was when you and I like literally argued for the whole hour.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was really
Yeah,
that
I
was
didn't
fun.
listen to that one. Yeah,
Maybe you don't listen to any of our episodes, do you?
sometimes.
She used to. She
I
used
used
listen
to
all-
when
You used
when I
to.
used to go to school and drive far away.
Yeah.
It was a good time for me to listen. But
Now you've got like 40 minutes in the morning when you're driving to work.
no, I only have like 20, and then there's like Jay Towers. I gotta listen to Jay Towers. In the
So what she's
morning.
saying is Jay Towers is better than us.
More important than her husband
Her
and
best
you.
friend. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
him and Allison and Chelsea. All right, they are funny.
We're funny.
Funny,
Looking.
haha. Funny, ho ho.
I don't know the difference.
Fun-
Nick has never been able to explain the difference to me. I
Funny
don't-
looking.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
we
mean,
can't
speak for
see
yourself.
you, so to the world,
What's
Jay
that?
Towers makes me laugh. You guys make me laugh.
He
but-
was in one of the superhero movies, wasn't he?
Yes, Superman.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Was that what
That's
it was?
his favorite. The one that was filmed in Detroit. He was the news. He was a news anchor.
That would have been Batman v Superman.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
Batman vs Superman.
The one
yeah.
that was filmed
Yep.
in
And it was
Detroit.
only partially filmed in Detroit. It was supposed to be completely filmed in Detroit. Thank you, Governor Schneider.
Yeah.
He ruined that.
No, but he was on 93.1 DRQ the whole time we grew up. And
Yeah.
then he moved.
I didn't listen
When
to
I
the
came
radio.
back, he was on 100.3, and I'm like, oh my god! And then he was also on the news station.
Yeah.
So I
Well, he's
watched
been
him
on
the
he's
news
been on
channel.
Fox 2 for a long time now.
Yes, but I didn't know that because we were in Tennessee. So
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll learn you.
yeah. Sorry.
Speaking going back to movies.
You want to go back on topic?
Well, no, this isn't on topic.
Oh, okay.
This is it's about a movie, but something I just watched. So they had it on. They had The Usual Suspects on sale
On iTunes?
On iTunes for $4.99, and man, so I haven't watched that in forever. I mean, it's such a great movie.
It is.
Have you seen you've seen it before, haven't you, Mandy?
If I do, I don't really remember it.
Kevin Spacey.
Kaiser Soze. Man, it's such a great movie.
I can see like the cover of the disc, but I don't remember anything about it.
And then, it's funny. I would imagine watching it now, Kevin Spacey seems a lot more evil during the rest of the movie than just the ending.
Hello, he was so creepy evil in that movie.
American
that I hated.
Beauty.
Told you. Look, hello, precursor
Yeah,
to his
no.
life
Yeah,
story.
Well, yeah, but the difference is he was like eyeballing a young girl in that one. In real life, he was
He's
eyeballing young
young
boys.
boys.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It was still young
So
people.
creepy.
He was not supposed to be eyeballing.
Very true. Very true.
Hello, I had it.
He played that role very well,
Yes.
and he played the good serial killer in Seven.
Yeah. What's in the box?
What's it?
What's in the box?
I don't remember him. All I remember is Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he was a
Box.
serial killer,
Of course he was.
Of course.
and that was like the worst acting job of Brad Pitt's career, I think.
Just that scene.
Just
the rest
that
of the
scene.
movie is good.
Oh yeah, but it's just that scene. What's in the box?
It's like ingrained in everybody's head, though. Like every time you see a box, do you not go, "What's in the box?"
Yes.
Everyone does.
Or you
does.
go, "I cut a hole in the box."
Yeah.
Like there's
Right.
two boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only two boxes.
One, there's
Yeah.
some junk
One there's
in.
a head, and the other one there's a head. Just not the same. I don't know.
Very true.
Sorry, guys.
Very true.
That's the only Justin Timberlake thing I've ever enjoyed. Honestly, yeah, I'm not a big Justin Timberlake fan, but I enjoy
we're
that.
not gonna
I
go
think
there.
it's
I
cool.
enjoyed
I think
the
it's
Dick
great
in the
that he
Box.
actually does that in concert. Also,
Does he really?
Yeah, he sings it in
yeah,
concert.
that my respect went up for him with that, because if he's still doing it too, this is hilarious. It is funny. I don't like boy bands, Mandy.
He's
Sorry.
not a boy band.
Not anymore.
I mean, he
But he
was.
was.
He was, but and I'm sad because you all know my favorite.
Yeah.
He broke out from that, but he is amazing, and you
No,
can't.
he's
He
you
very
does, and
cannot.
he does make some really good music.
I don't like his music, but he is
Super.
talented. He's very talented.
It's because
Super.
Ian listens to like 3 bands.
Yes.
I don't listen to 3 bands.
But
I thought we've established
anyway.
this fucking
Back to the movies.
You want to turn this into a fight, don't you?
There's some hockey movies that are really good though. Mystery Alaska,
Mighty
is really
Ducks.
good. Mighty,
Mighty
Ducks.
Ducks.
Oh
I
yeah.
love Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Even
Mighty
like
Ducks is the only hockey
even,
movie I
even
like.
the sequels are really good.
I loved them all.
Miracle.
I don't think I
you
saw
ever
the
seen
third
Miracle?
No. I
That was
haven't
really
seen- I
good.
need to
Miracle's
see that
really
one.
good.
I don't
Mr.
think I've
Mr.
seen
Hockey.
the third Mighty Duck movie. I've only seen the first.
Really?
two,
I've seen them all.
Yeah, they're all really good.
so, but yeah, there aren't as many hockey movies though.
No, it's kind of no. There's not. I mean, there's most of the other ones. Slapshot, which I didn't like any of those campy ones.
Was there?
Or
what was-
what's the one guy with from American Pie? That's in he does the hockey movies.
Yeah,
with,
he's done 2 of them. The
Enforcer or something
it's
like
something
that.
like that. I want to look real quick because I know.
What about White Men Can't Jump? That's a basketball movie. Hoosiers, Blue Chips, those are good basketball movies.
What was the hockey movie? Like he was a hockey player, but she taught him how to figure skate. Like Linda brought me in.
Oh,
that.
Ice Castles.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
Is that what it was called? Was Ice Castles?
I think so.
No, I'm thinking of a
No,
different one.
No, that's
Are
the
you
one
sure?
I'm thinking of.
That's the one I'm familiar with.
I
Yep.
could have swore it was called something different.
That was the one that Linda taught me. She made me watch it, and I was like, "Why are we watching this?" But now I'm like, "Oh, thank you for making me
Goon.
watch that."
Goon
What?
was the
What is
movie.
it called?
Goon with Sean William Scott. He's in Goon 1 and then Goon: The Last of the Enforcers.
Never heard of that.
He plays an enforcer character in a hockey
hockey?
in a hockey team, yeah. From what I hear, it's really
There's
good.
a big enforcer.
The Cutting Edge.
Oh, that was a good one.
That's
too.
the one I was thinking of.
Oh, maybe that's the one I'm
The
thinking.
Cutting
of,
Edge is where he's a hockey player and she turns in. He gets injured. Can't play hockey anymore.
I think
Something like that.
that's
So he
the
does figure skating.
second to Ice Castles.
Okay, maybe. I think it's Cutting Edge though is the one I saw
How
It's
did
got-
you come up with Ice Castles?
because
then?
I worked in a video store. I knew all these movies.
I
from
think
the
Ice
covers.
Castles is the same thing. I
might
think
be.
Cutting
It
Edge
might
is
be.
like the
Cutting Edge.
renewed
Yeah.
Okay.
movie.
Cutting
20
Edge
years
came out in
later.
'92.
I think Ice Castles was like 78, 82.
Oh yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
So I think it was like a remake or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily a remake, but this is what happened.
What's
Yeah, Ice Castles was 1978. They remade that, I guess, or unless it's something.
Yeah, I never saw Ice
Yeah,
Castles.
it looks like they remade Ice Castles in 2010.
Oh,
I'm feeling it's the same storyline as
okay,
Cutting
probably.
Edge.
It is.
but Cutting Edge was the one that I saw. I never
That's the
saw.
one I-
That's with John Cusack or
No, it's got.
He does kind of look like that.
He does. They look.
Though. It's that one guy with
DB
the face.
something.
DB Sweeney?
That's what I'm thinking it is.
no.
I think
Nicholas
it-
Cage.
Yes, it's DB Sweeney.
DB
Show
Sweeney.
me. I know you guys can't see, but
Right there. Doom, 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 doom. Dead air, dead air.
right.
We have dead air.
No, you don't.
Stop.
You're talking. You don't have
Yeah,
dead
because
air.
there would be dead air if I didn't.
Well, then stop saying dead air.
That's the guy from Cutting Edge.
Yeah,
Dead ant. Dead ant.
I guess I don't
Dead
remember
ant.
that
Dead
movie.
ant. Dead ant. Dead ant.
but you're thinking the story is very similar.
Same thing, I'm
same
sure.
same story. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Sports movies in general, like I said, I adore the baseball ones.
There are some
I
other
like
good
some
ones,
of the
but
fun, lighthearted other ones. I don't know if I classify Last Boy Scout as a football movie, but I love that movie.
when I was
It's
going
my
through-
favorite action.
when I was
movie.
looking up baseball movies, I looked up football movies too, and they listed that. I don't
Yeah,
know why. We Are Marshall. You saw that, man?
I love that.
That's a really good football movie.
Love that one.
I just like I said. I
What
don't
about
have
Remember the Titans?
Love that one too.
I just don't have the draw to football that I do for baseball.
Yeah, I can understand that, but when I grew up, so in my childhood, so like under 12 is baseball.
Right. Me
Yeah.
too.
But then when I moved to Lincoln, it was
Everything
all
was
football.
football, right.
Everything became football after that. So it was
because we had our own little version of Friday Night Lights, I
Right.
guess.
yes.
Yeah.
All of my people that we hung out with were all football players.
Yeah.
I wasn't a cool kid, but all my guy friends were football players.
So what? So it was more like Varsity Blues than Friday Night Lights, but it's okay.
I don't really know the difference. I just know there was a lot of football in my childhood. I was not involved in any of it, if that's what you're trying
Varsity
to say.
Blues had like a lot more like the football shenanigans, like off the field stuff in it.
Oh, there was a lot of that too.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like the
Amy Smart with the
whipped
the
cream,
whipped cream
bikini.
Oh no
That
no
was
no
awesome.
no.
That was a great scene.
I don't know why people
No,
think
we
she's
ate
attractive.
pizza
though.
with lactose intolerant football players. That
What?
was our life. We ate pizza with football players that were lactose intolerant.
So in other words, you ate pizza with people and then waited for them to get out of the bathroom.
No, they just maybe I don't know. that was like the thrilling.
Let's have pizza, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom."
I'm just saying that's how thrilling our life was. Like, no, they were gonna die. They were just gonna pay for it later. But like that's how thrilling our life was. We were not whipped cream nipples. We were eating
It
pizza
was a
with
whipped cream
people
bikini.
That, no, yeah, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
No,
No, I never actually really watched all that movie. I just that Amy Smart was never. I never found her attractive.
When she was younger. She
No,
was.
when she was younger, she had a sickly look to her.
No. You're thinking of what's the pumpkin face girl?
That's Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, she looks like a pumpkin.
Her head looks like a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, when she smiles, it looks like a jack-o'-lantern. I swear to God.
She's
I
so-
just every time she smiles, I expect light to shine out
She
of
is
her mouth.
not an attractive woman.
No.
she is.
She is
you
not.
guys stop.
I will say this: she's gotten better as she's gotten older,
Okay.
but
maybe.
she's still not. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
She's
To each
aged
his
well.
own. To each his own. You cannot judge other people.
Why can't? This is our show. We can judge whoever we want.
What if she listens?
She
Cameron
doesn't.
Diaz, if you're listening, we don't mean it to be hurtful. Your head is just shaped like a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. You just have a pumpkin face. The audience at home cannot see your face, Mandy.
Cameron Diaz, I really like The Sweetest Thing, but that was more because of Christina Applegate and Selma.
Have you ever seen The Holiday?
That's,
I
really,
know.
that's a really good movie.
I didn't
So
see that one.
good.
For a check flick.
So
it's a good
good.
movie.
Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jack Black,
Black, yeah.
and that other freaky guy that does lots of women.
Who? Who are you talking about?
That man, he has lots of.
That man, that one guy.
That one guy.
He's naughty.
He's naughty?
He was naughty. He might not be naughty anymore.
Was he ever married to somebody?
Probably not. He probably just had lots of kids with other people.
I don't know. There's a lot of people that had lots
Hurry
of
up,
kids.
Jude
Ian.
Law.
Jude Law.
Oh,
No, Jude
really?
Law. Jude Law had one little mishap, and he's been fine ever since.
He's been
What was
naughty.
his one little mishap? Did I miss something?
He got caught with a prostitute.
He was
Oh.
naughty too, I thought. Aside of that, he
Eddie
had
Murphy
lots
did
of-
worse. I mean,
I thought he had lots of side people.
Oh.
Maybe not. Anyway,
No,
it's not
well,
for us to judge.
Maybe the thing
I'm
is
just-
he was married to Elizabeth Hurley at the time.
oh no,
No, no, no, no, no,
that
no,
was,
no, no.
that was
that's
the other guy. What's his name? He was in
Jack Human.
four
Jack-
weddings and a funeral. He was
That was Jude Law.
No,
wasn't.
no.
Are you
What was
sure?
his name?
Elizabeth Hurley was with Jack Human. Jack,
No, it
Yes.
wasn't. It was not. His name was God. Are you looking it up, Ian?
I'm looking. Yeah.
Just look up 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Because he was in that movie.
Or look up Elizabeth Hurley's.
Hugh Grant. His
Hugh
name was
Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Oh, that's right.
So not Jude
Hugh,
Law.
yeah,
No.
Hugh Grant was, that was kind of dumb because he was married to
Anyway,
Elizabeth Hurley.
Right.
back to The Holiday. That was a freaking great movie.
I've never seen it.
You should.
I have
Yeah, it
no
was
reason
good.
not to.
You would
It
like
was a good
it.
movie.
Because it happens in Britain, or she goes to England, or so
I don't
they
remember.
want a house switch. Like she's unhappy in
I
California.
think I know the premise. Yeah.
She's like a book writer, unhappy.
She was
so
unhappy, like
wants-
typical women.
because we're stuck with men all of our lives. So she wanted a change.
Hello, fat dog.
What are they eating?
So anyway, she wants to change.
What's she getting into? Oh, that's me. That's me with my wrapper.
Oh,
I'm eating a lifesaver.
sorry.
We have headphones on, so things seem like amplified.
So
Yeah. Sounds like that.
Yeah, something like that.
she wants a change, so she wants to go. So she contacts Kate Winslet's character, who lives in England.
Yeah.
I think it's England.
I think so.
And so she wants to go there, so they switch lives. So Kate comes here to live in her fancy
Penthouse,
mansion
yeah.
in California, and she goes to live in like the brickstone, far away fire pit house,
Fire pit house.
like where you have to make a fire.
Oh,
I know. I think I know what you're saying, but
Anyway, it's like she has to like walk a mile to get to her house if she wants to go there, kind of thing.
right. Okay.
And it was just a beautiful story. Then they fell in love, and then like who falls in love with Jack Black? But like
Nobody.
nobody. Jack Black
Cameron
doesn't even
Diaz
love
did.
Jack Black. Pumpkin
No,
face?
I'm sorry. Kate Winslet did. Cameron Diaz fell in love with Jude Law.
Oh,
Yes, because she was in England.
So,
and her-
just a little side note. Women are always unhappy, but then they watch these movies about being unhappy, and they're only happy when they find the man.
because it's always a man that.
But
you
it's not a realistic man. It's
Right.
not real. So what you're saying is that women
will always be unhappy
will always be unhappy.
yes.
until you find that real.
But you do
person.
realize that the equivalency for men is porn, and we'll never
No,
be
men
happy
are just
either.
happy with whatever they're involved in. They're involved with sports. They're involved with movies. They're involved with TV shows.
You don't-
Like
so
men
what
are
you-
always happy with whatever they have.
Women don't have all that.
No, it's just a side story. I don't know. I don't know what you're looking for.
I don't know what I'm looking for. That's part of the problem. So baseball movies. Therapy's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Delete that whole conversation.
No, let's leave it in. It's fine. I threw. Hey,
We've probably been here for like 2 hours now.
No. 57 minutes. 58 minutes. I don't know. So, is there any other movies you guys can think of? I mean,
baseball related that we haven't talked about.
no.
No, not really.
Got all the really good ones. I mean,
Yeah. What would you say your top 5 are?
oof.
Did you do Tin Cup?
Tin Cup is a golf movie.
Never mind.
In no particular order, I would probably have to say A League of Their Own,
Mm-hmm.
8 Men Out,
Okay.
Field of Dreams, 61, and The Sandlot.
Okay. Mine would be, again, I probably no particular because it'd be really hard to label them or number them. League of Their Own, Sandlot, and those two would probably be tied for first, if anything. 61, 42, 8 Men Out, Yeah. Was that 5 was 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah.
I think mine would be the same.
Yeah.
Sandlot, 42, League of Their Own.
I try to watch A League of Their Own at least once a year. It's one of those movies I have to watch at least once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly enough, that's not. I don't own that on iTunes.
Well, I haven't watched it since like the beginning of 2018.
I don't even think we own Sandlot. Like, I've had to tape it so my kids
Oh no,
can
no,
watch
we
it.
have Sandlot.
Plus,
I don't have it on iTunes, but I got it on hard drive because we had it on DVD and I copied it for my DVD, which is legal
Yes.
for anyone out
Should
there.
have just said you have it on DVD, but
Well, I know I digitized my DVD copy that I have on my personal hard drive that I watch.
A League of Their Own used to be on Netflix.
I think they took it off though. I'm pretty sure they did.
Looks like they did. 42 is on there.
They've had it on sale on iTunes a couple of times. I just never bought it.
Well, I have Hulu too, so I can always check Hulu as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's on there either.
I'm gonna look real quick because I got it right here.
Because I don't remember who owns. I don't remember who owns what studio did that? Do you remember?
League of Their Own?
Because I was thinking whoever the studio was pulled it for some reason. I don't remember if they were doing their own streaming service and pulled it or something like that. But there's a reason why it's not on Netflix or anything anymore.
Huh. Yeah, it's not on Hulu either. That's
No,
weird.
I don't think it's on anything. I think it's been completely pulled down.
I can't remember who made that movie.
I don't remember
Well,
either. What studio?
It's a shame too, because I mean that's a Penny Marshall movie.
Yeah.
You'd think that it would be all over the place right now.
Yeah, you can't set things down too hard on the desk there, Andy. Makes the springs jiggle on the microphones.
Jiggle, jiggle.
I don't know. You guys got anything else to add?
We can go on for another hour or two.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure there's other therapeutic, psychological things we could discuss.
Anybody want to talk about Bird Box?
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, you'll have to watch it.
I mean, what's the scariness of it? What's the villain? I guess is what the question I'm asking.
So they're
Columbia Pictures.
This is what I'm trying to explain to the child that was here in my house that could not wait to understand what was happening.
Okay.
There is some kind of entity. So apparently when you see it, it shows you your worst fear, which I can't explain. All I know is like these people go blind with their worst fear and then they want to kill themselves.
Okay.
So like literally they see this entity and then they literally like jump in front of cars, kill themselves. They like get in burning cars. They bang their heads on the ground. Like
For whatever reason, the entity
whatever,
shows them something that
whatever
makes
it
them want
shows
to die.
them, yes,
Okay.
they want to kill themselves. So literally, I was driving home the other day, and so after you watch the movie, you see the entity. It always comes and it brings like this tornado of leaves. There was a tornado of leaves, and I was driving, and I closed my eyes. I was like,
Not a
"No."
good time to do that,
and
Mandy.
then Mandy got in a major car accident.
No. I realized it's not real life, and then I like opened my eyes, but like it literally like triggered something. I was like, no, okay, it's not real.
That's hilarious. You didn't have any of the
But
kids in the car with you,
I
did you?
had all the kids.
Oh, geez. Mother of the year right there.
It was even more reason because then I had to close my eyes because otherwise I'd have killed myself in front of them. So I couldn't do that. Like, you have to see the movie. And I know a lot of people don't think it's that good, but there's a lot of people that think it's a good movie.
You're not the first person to ask me if I've seen it yet, so it's gotten a lot of buzz.
It's the,
I
yeah,
just
it's
heard
the
about it
buzz
yesterday.
right
Was
now.
like the first time I ever heard of it.
Yeah, I've had 3 people at work ask me about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, we can go watch it when we're done here. We got time.
Well, yeah, it's only 7:15.
Oh, something like that.
But yeah, as far as that goes, as far as the show goes, not much else I can talk about. I don't think. Like I said, unless we want to get into psychobabble.
Yeah. Maybe next time we can maybe go in depth with football and basketball. Other movies. We only...
What topic would you like to discuss next time, Mandy? What's something that we could get you on the show for again? Because I did baseball movies just to get you on the show.
I want to play the horror movie game with Ian.
Yeah, we're going to do that on New Year's. So we're going to,
We're gonna do a special New Year's episode.
Yeah, we'll
this
do
year.
a special
let's
New
do
Year's.
that.
We did that last year we played Cards Against
Cards,
Humanity.
yeah.
It turned out really good.
It did. I think that was our biggest
Draw episode.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I think the one of the first.
It was one of them,
The
though.
first Facebook was better or did better as far as
Gotcha.
listenership or whatever. But the
I think our 1 year review show was our highest listened to show.
we're gonna have to do another one.
I think
of
the
those
shows
soon.
with me draw in the most people.
Well, of course. Everyone's like, "Damn, that sausage fest with Ian and Nick."
I don't know. The episodes we do with DJ Fame are really popular too.
Yeah. He has a really good voice.
We need to have him on the show again too. We haven't
Yeah,
had
it's
him
been
on
a while.
Maybe he can. No, he probably has plans on New Year's.
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
kidding.
Yeah, he does. He's a DJ. He's got something
Right.
to
Who
do.
am I kidding?
But yeah, anyway, any questions or comments, you can email us at contact@lifeandjournalpodcast.com. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook and all that. And thanks for being on the show, Mandy.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, well, until next time.
Talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Aw, that's so cute. You said it together. After 18 years of being together, you can still. Actually, 20 years almost.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that on the show, by the way, in the episode.
That's good. That's so cute.
Play my role, let me tell you about it. This shit right here, man, I'm about it. Only real niggas reside around me. Yo, old lady, drop a guard around me. Dip like I know you can, bitch. Show me the ropes like we in the ring. Got you two cobras, you wanna hang. Shoulder to shoulder, them niggas basic. You know I won't lie. You know that I ain't for that fuck shit. You niggas alright, but I'm way better and she love it. Know that y'all sick as fuck. Here go this tissue, bro. We taking the dub, hoping you get you some. This hit like a pick me up. She taking my drugs. Know they see the sign. That's some dollar signs. Know they sick as fuck. Know they sick as fuck. Tell them get well soon. Tell them get well soon. Know you sick as fuck. Get well soon.
Oh shit, watch out, you the god, Billy Ocean. Right now, and I'm smiling in your face, bitch, with a gold smile. You should probably make placement to your eye. Niggas sick as fuck, standing with niggas who down for that party, who down for some bitches who showing their bodies. Swear to God, nigga, this Molly got me up and rolling. These bodies of water, bring that shit in bottles. We mash at the party, that hit